So the brand new Spider-Man No Way Home extended cut is now available in theaters, and I'm going to do a quick review. Now, this will contain spoilers to the movie. The scenes really just add on from the scenes you already saw in the movie, but just a little longer. So really, this isn't spoilers. I'm gonna still keep the scenes brief. So first, let's clarify this. If you like the movie, you're still gonna like the movie even with this extended cut. If you didn't like the movie, you're still not gonna like it. The extended cut doesn't change the movie all that much. It changes nice little scenes. Like I do think the extended cut improves a little bit of No Way Home, but it doesn't massively. It's just more like, all right, that's a nice scene and all that. There's only one extended scene that I didn't like, but I'm not gonna lie to you. This movie, maybe because I haven't seen it in months, feels a little odd. First of all, I do want to clarify I'm a big fan of No Way Home. I think No Way Home is a fantastic movie. I don't think it's one of the best Spider-Man movies. I still think the first Spider-Man's better. I still think Spider-Man Homecoming's better. I think Spider-Man 2, which to me is by far the best Spider-Man movie. Again, that's my subjective opinion. Still think that's better. The first Tazen movie is better. Into the Spider-Verse is better. But I'll still say No Way Home's a solid movie. I like it. I won't lie to you. I think a lot of the nostalgia is kind of goes over it, like it covers the plot holes and the I'll admit the plot like rewatching the movie is a little weak, but still overall a fantastic movie. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. But this isn't going to be a full out stretched out review. It's more just going to be a quick review talking about the extended scenes specifically. And again, the extended scenes won't improve nor make the movie worse. It's not like Lord of the Rings Return of the King extended cut where there's drastically different scenes. And also this movie doesn't change anything. Like you know how there's some movies with alternate cuts or alternate endings, kind of like how the Snyder cut's different from Justice League 2017. It's not that. It's more just a little bit of an added scene, still the same basic story. Everyone knows it. All right. Um there's a couple of nice ones. My favorite ones throughout the movie, or at least my favorite one, is there's an interaction when Toby, Andrew, and Tom are all talking on the Statue of Liberty before the fight. That is extended. It feels far more like a conversation that I wanted. And I'm not going to lie to you, I think that scene's improved because of the longer conversation that they had. There's also extra scenes in the school, like when it shows you Peter struggling in high school. I think there's some scenes that really add to the feeling that Peter's going through knowing that his identity is revealed. I think it adds a lot to that. The post-credit scene actually emphasizes on how Peter's just forgotten. I'm not going to say what it is, but the post-credit isn't the Tom Hardy. It's not Tom Hardy's Venom showing up. Now, I don't know if they put that at the very end, like after credits, but from my theater, it showed you it basically was a little montage of what the school was like without Peter and how Peter, yeah, is forgotten. Like his presence is not remembered at all. And I actually think that scene is better than the post credit with Venom. I get the post credit with Venom highlights what the potential sequels are going to be, but I think this post credit really highlighted the emphasis of the ending of the movie. Uh, this movie still, I still enjoy it. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, there's a couple of nice little scenes. There's only one little extended cut that thought should have been deleted even in this version, and that is there's a scene where a lot of the classmates and teachers of Peter are being interviewed by Betty for the school podcast show, whatever. And I thought that scene went on way too long. Like it felt like it was a YouTube. You know how the school does these little YouTube videos, fun little trivia and all that. It felt like that, but put on into the movie. And I remember when I was in the theater, I genuinely was surprised by how long the scene was. And I thought that scene dragged. I thought having a little bit of, like, let's say just 30 seconds of that scene should have stayed. The others should have been deleted, put in like deleted scenes on YouTube, or yeah, like especially on YouTube. I feel like that scene would have just been better, and you're gonna understand what scene I'm talking about once you get to the movie. But no, that's the only extended part that I didn't like. There's one, and to my Daredevil fans, I know one thing I didn't like is that because Daredevil was added in the posters, and because they kept highlighting and emphasizing that Daredevil has another scene, Matt Murdock, really the extra scene is really just Matt Murdock helping Happy for like 2 seconds. Although I do think that scene really improves to you how nervous Happy is in that moment. I'm actually gonna say this right now. I don't get why that scene was deleted. There's also a little more from the Department of Damage Control agent. You see him questioning Peter on why did he climb the Washington building. What I forgot what it's called. It does emphasize on that. I think it emphasizes a lot. Again, I don't think this movie changed. I don't think this extended cut changes anything. Like, for example, some people thought that BVS Ultimate Edition drastically changed their perspective on BVS as a whole because that was like 30 more minutes. It made more sense. It changed some ideas in the movie. this isn't it. That this is more just, hey, you guys like the movie? Here's a couple more scenes that you missed out on. And there's even like 2 or 3 scenes that they changed the music. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe in the original cut of No Way Home, they didn't play Monster Mash. In this version, they play Monster Mash during the scene where Ned and MJ are they're like working on something within the dungeon. I don't know. I honestly, because I haven't seen the movie in a while, I cannot remember if they played Monster Mash, but I'm going to go to the assumption that they didn't. But there's like 3 scenes where they changed the music, especially that school scene. They added a different song. Another little cameo. There's actually an extra cameo, and it's from that kid from the first Homecoming movie that said, "Hey, Spider-Man, do a flip." Yeah, that guy's back. He's actually in the scene where Peter is going to school for the first time. There's protests and all that. This movie also emphasized Peter's it emphasized Peter's identity a little more. I will say that's the best thing. Like, it emphasized the changes. You know that scene in the beginning where you see like the green goo being thrown? Yeah, that's cut out from J. Jonah Jameson's news segment, and it's added as a full-on scene, and I like it. You see Tom Holland's brother being dangled, then the Mysterio cum is thrown at him. I'm just kidding. This is Mysterio goo. But no, overall, I don't think this is going to change anyone's mind. I think it's a fun time. Now, I'll answer this question. Do I think it's a good time, like, to invest money? Because you are going to spend a little more time. I think 2 hours and 40 minutes around there. So let's say you don't have enough time. I'd recommend you just don't go watch the movie because, again, it's not going to drastically change it. But let's say you have some free time and you want to see what these extended scenes are. Hey, man, go for it. You can find them on YouTube. You can do this. You can do that, whatever. I'll only recommend rewatching this movie is if you have the time and money, because I'm somebody who believes that you probably shouldn't be paying for extended cuts in theaters unless that extended cut changes your perspective on the movie. I'm somebody who believes that an extended cut, is kind of a little bit of a lame move. But the good thing is this isn't like Endgame that just added a quick post-credit and that was it. No, this movie was just, it did add a couple nice little scenes. But again, this isn't going to change your mind. Again, I only recommend rewatching this movie is if you have the time and money. And I know right now there's a lot of people who don't have time and money and all like that, but we were about to get big movies like Black Adam, Wakanda Forever, Avatar 2, all these movies. So if you're not really all that, like, if you want this movie to change your perspective on your first thoughts on the movie, it's not going to do that. But yeah, that's about it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this review. You guys let me know in the comment sections, what do you think about this review? Are you going to watch it or are you not? Whatever it is, please let us know in the comment sections down below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.